Hello there and welcome to another video from Change Tips and Tools, and this is part 3 of the series where I show you how to build a bingo game in Excel. Now part 2 and part 1, those videos can be found in the description, so links to those videos, and also where we left off in part 2, that support file can be found in the description also. So let's now create our bingo tickets. We've created all the mechanics as far as create our numbers, so let's build our bingo tickets. So the first thing I want to do before I do that is I just want to create some separators now between these rows. So we've got 3 rows per ticket, remember. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight that row and I'm going to do Shift, Control and plus, and that inserts a row. In fact, if I just do it there, and let's just hold down the Control key. So I want insert blank row there, one there, and then one there. If I do Shift Control plus, and there we go. So I've now got the blank rows there. So let's do it for ticket 2, 3 and 4 as well. So Shift and Control plus. And there we go. So now we've got the gaps there. So just want to get that done. So there's all our numbers that we've generated in part 2. So let's now create our bingo tickets here. So let's format this for our bingo tickets. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a header here. So let's just right click on that row. I'm going to do row height and I'm going to make it let's make the row height 1, 2, 3, all the ones. That's great. I think I'm going to do on the borders here. I'm going to do the drop down, do more borders. Let's take that one, and I want a dark green. Let's just hit that there. Brilliant. And then let's just fill it with that green there. So look at that. That looks fine. And then because this is dedicated to Nick's dad, Ivan, he's the inspiration behind these videos. So let's put call this Ivan's bingo, like so. And then I'm going to be open brackets, just print your tickets, close that bracket, return. Let's make that a little bit bigger so it stands out. So let's make that, let's go 72, let's make it bold. And again, let's just make sure that's aligned there like so in the middle. So there's Ivan's tickets. So now we want to create, well, fundamentally we've got to create these tickets there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do equal sign there, equals, go to my ticket numbers. I'm going to go to my first ticket here, so I want this number here, and I'm going to hit return. There we go. And I want to copy this across. Now we've got 9 columns, so let's just do equals sequence again. So I want 9 columns, so I don't want rows, I want columns. I want 9. Close that bracket, and then my 9 columns, and if I copy that across like so, and I do F9 just to calculate that, remember it's manually calculated, so the F9 key manually calculates Excel, and there you go. So there are those numbers. So now if I just take that and I copy that down to the 3 rows and do F9 again, and there are those numbers. So I don't need this anymore now, so I can just get rid of that formula, so that's gone. So as far as these are concerned, I want them to be format, I want them to be center aligned and center aligned in the cell. And then as far as the font is concerned, let's make them bold. And let's do the, let's make them, let's let's do 26 like so. Yeah. And then still with that area copied, I'm then going to go, in fact, no, with it still copied, I'm just going to do Control 1. Let's bring up, and on the Borders tab, I'm going to select this line for the inner part, and I'm going to select this line for the outer part and do OK. Right, perfect. So now I want 6 tickets. So all I'm going to do is, in fact, let's take care of here as well. I want this to be merged, and I'm going to have, let's put, these will be a blue ticket here. I'm going to hit return there, and then I'm just going to make that 18 font, and let's do the alignment to be like so, and again let's make that center aligned and bold. Okay, so those are my tickets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, I'm going to do Control copy, let's paste that there, Control V, put a gap between them, Control V there, Control V, and then Control V. So how many tickets I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's do one more. Control V. And there we go. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tickets. Yep. If I do F9, and there you go. So they're all calculating. So if we make this a little bit smaller so we can see the whole thing. So if I look at that now as a ticket, I can see 1, 2, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and no duplicates. And I can do the same against all of these columns here on the rows. Perfect. So now I want 4 tickets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this here. I'm going to do Control copy. So I'm going to have I want a column next to the ticket numbers, then I want 2 column space, then a column. So let's just do it there. So 1, 2, 3, and do Control V. Right. Then all I'm going to do here is I need to point this to the ticket 2 numbers. So I'm going to do equals, go to my ticket numbers, and there's ticket 1. Let's go to ticket 2. So there's ticket 2, and let's take that first cell there and hit return. I'm going to take that, I'm going to do Control copy, I'm going to highlight these 2 cells, and then I'm going to do Control Alt and V to bring up my paste special options, and I'm just going to do formulas there and do OK. And then I'm going to take that there, I'm going to do Control copy, then I'm going to highlight all these columns here and do Control Alt and V again, key combination, and do formulas only there and do OK. If I do F9, it's now picking up the number 2 ticket. So again, I'm going to make this my green ticket. So let's do green and hit return. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that, Control copy, and then do my 6 tickets for green on that bingo strip. Boom. And again, if I just do F9, they're all different. So now let's take the top one again, do Control copy. Again, there's the column, 2 columns in between, so that's where I'm going to paste it, and do Control V. And let's take this as my pink ticket strip. Return. Scroll over a little bit here. Let's take that there, and this now is ticket number 3. So I'm going to do equals, get my ticket numbers, scroll down to ticket 3. There's that first cell. Select it and hit return. And again, I'm just going to take that, do Control copy. select the two cells below it, do Control Alt and V to bring up special paste, do formulas there and do OK. And I'm going to highlight these, select them, do Control Copy, then highlight all these cells. So I just paste the formula only, and I'm going to do Control Alt and V, select formulas and do OK. And again, I'm just going to do F9. Wonderful. So now I'm just going to copy this, do Control Copy, let's paste this down, do Control V. And again, I'm just going to press F9 for it to calculate. And there we go, so they're all different. Let's do our final and fourth ticket. So I'm going to copy this one again as my template, do Control Copy. So one space column at the end, then two columns in between. So there, and do Control V. Let's just move over. Oh, gone too far. Getting carried away with it. And let's make this the yellow ticket and hit return. And then let's do equals and point that to the fourth ticket combination. So ticket 3, let's point it to that first column there, that first cell, to return. Again, Control Copy, and select those two cells, do Control Alt V to do formulas only and do OK. I could just take these like this and then just drag it across, and then from the drop down just select fill without formatting and do F9. So it's the same thing. Let's copy this, do Control Copy, and as you can see, that's why I've put the spaces in here, just to make it, you know, in between the ticket rows. On the fourth row, put in a space, just so I can copy and paste it here quicker. So I'm going to do Control V. Right, and there we go. If I do F9, so now we've got all our tickets. So the next thing I want to do is I want to adjust the width of these columns. So I'm going to take that one, I'm holding the Control key and just highlight those. Let's highlight those columns. So these, selecting all these columns here, and let's do the at the end of there. And so I'm going to right click and do column width, yeah, and I'm just going to change that to 5. And there you go. So now I've done that. So let's take this and let's think about making this look more like a ticket, a bingo ticket. So I'm going to select all these cells now. So one column to the right, all the way down. So this is going to be our blue ticket. So I'm going to fill this with blue. Is that the one I want? Let's go with that one there. Yeah. And then I'm just going to make these all fonts. Let's make that white. And then in the middle here, I'm just going to make the fill, no fill. Yeah. In fact, I'll just highlight the area that I want to change to. There you go. That's starting to look more like a bingo ticket now, isn't it? So let's do this one, and let's make this one green. So again, I'm going to highlight it all the way down. Fill. Let's make it that green. Let's make these fonts, all these white. Yeah. Then highlight these. and fill it, no fill, or white basically. So there we go. Now let me do pink. Let's highlight that. I'm going to do the fill. I can't say pink I like this. I could do there, or I could do more colours. Try and move this around, or I could just enter, you know, the numbers here, the RGB numbers. So if I go 247, 199, and 172, that's the colour I like, and do OK. And there you go. And again, I'm just going to make this font here white. And let's just make sure that these are all white background here as well. There you go. Let's do the yellow ticket next. Yeah, that's fine. Let's make this not white, but maybe a grey. So let's do a. There's that look. That's fine. And again, let's make this white. Okay. So those are now looking more like bingo tickets, I think. But we can still do something better with this. So what I'm going to do is I want to get almost like a paper effect or something on the edges here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do insert. I'm going to take the shape and I'm going to take the square shape, and I'm just going to, and I'm going to hold down the Alt key so it kind of snaps. And again, holding the Alt key, it's snapping. I'm just going to drag it down, and you know, holding that Alt key, it snaps to that grid there, like so. Now on the format, I'm going to do, as far as the fill's concerned, no fill. And the outline, I want it to be, let's make it this weighting here. And again, I'm just going to select then the sketch piece and choose the sketched options and choose this one here. There you go. I've got like a almost a, that now looks like a bingo ticket. And if I just take that and do Control Copy, select the first cell there, corner, do Control V, and again, and do the same there, Control V, because we made all the cells exactly the same width, etc. Control V. So now I've got my bingo tickets there. That looks more like bingo tickets. So let's take the grid lines off. So if I do View and take the grid lines off, look at that. Those look like bingo tickets, don't they? So now we want to be able to print this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select to the column to the left this ticket and the row above the ticket, and I'm going to go all the way to the right. Yeah. In fact, let's just make sure these are the same. So that's column width should be 5. That's fine. If I go over to here, this one, I want that to be 5 as well. So I do column width. Yeah, look different to me. I'm going to do 5 there as well and do OK. That's better. Now, again, if I just take this, highlight, and then all the way down to the row just below the ticket, I'm going to go to page layout, and I'm going to my print area, and I'm going to set my print area. I've got these dotted lines, so it's inserting some page breaks here. Now my orientation is going to be portrait. That's fine. So I'm going to click this column here now, select it, column AB, and I'm going to insert a page break. So it'll insert the page break to the left, so the left of that column. So I do page break, insert a page break, click away, so there's a line now. So then again, I select column AO, and again, I want the page break to be in between the tickets. So I'm going to do insert. So page breaks, insert page break. And then you can see it's done it there as well. So we've now got a line here. So that's where the end of our print range, and then we've got a line underneath the ticket as well. Yeah. So now if I go to print preview, so if I do page setup and we do print preview, at the moment it's cutting things off. So if I go to page setup, I'm going to here adjust to, I'm going to adjust that to 85% and do OK. And now you can see I've got the whole ticket showing. So if I go to there, we've only got 3 tickets showing, which means if I go to the, so we got 1, yeah, so I've only done it to there. So let's just redo that print area. Just make sure we're selecting all the tickets. Again, I'm going to do print area, set print area. Now that's gone to a dotted line. So I'm just going to confirm that and insert that page break there. Now let's do a print preview. So I'm going to do, I've got it on my shortcut icon here. And again, you can insert the print preview and print icon here by just doing that, doing the drop down, customizing it, and just selecting the print preview and print there. So I've already got. So I'm going to select that. It brings up the print preview, and there's that first ticket. If I go to, and there are my tickets. So now I want a bit more information on this. So I'm going to go to page setup, and I'm going to go to the header footer tab. I'm going to do custom header, and again I'm going to give this a title. So this is dedicated to Ivan, so I'm going to do Ivan's bingo. That's my title on each page, and I'm going to do OK. And then on the footer, I want it to say a ticket number. So this will be, you know, the first page will be ticket 1, second page will be ticket 2, and so on. So I'm going to type here, selected in the right section, I'm going to type ticket, do a space, and then I'm going to take this, which is page. I'm then going to do space again and do of, and then space again and do this, which is pages. In the middle here, so I'm going to select the middle section. I'm going to do the date, do space, and then I'm going to do the time. So that shows you the date and time that the ticket was, or this was printed. And then on the left hand side section, I'm just going to insert the file name like so, and click OK, and then click OK again. So now you can see Ivan's bingo at the top. We've got Ivan's bingo how to, which is this file name, the time, and then this is ticket 3 of 4, and if I go to the left, ticket 2 of 4, and so on. And there we now have our tickets. So if I just make this a little bit small so we can see it on the screen. So there are our 4 bingo tickets, and if I press F9, simulate them being regenerated for a new game, it's completely random. And that's how we generate our 4 tickets. And that's where I'm going to end this video. In the next video, part 4, I'll show you how to generate the random caller numbers. So a caller can call out random numbers with the phrases, so you can play the game of bingo with your family and friends. And we'll also add some little macros as well, with a little bit of Visual Basic magic as well in that video, which should be the final video of this series. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But please remember to click that like, subscribe, and smash that notifications button for future content. And as always, I wish you an absolutely wonderful day wherever you are in the world. Please take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video of Change, Tips and Tools. Bye bye now.